Negotiating costs for your NDIS plan. Get the best value from your supports. In this video, we'll guide you through key strategies for negotiating with providers as an NDIS participant. You'll learn about your rights, how to use the NDIS pricing arrangements, and practical tips for comparing providers and handling conversations confidently. Acknowledgement of country. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land where we meet. We recognise their continuing connection to land, water, and community, and pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. We would also like to acknowledge people with disability, their families, carers, and supporters, and those individuals that have experienced or are experiencing violence, abuse, neglect, and exploitation. About AFTO. The Australian Federation of Disability Organisations, AFDO or AFTO, represents 41 disabled people's organisations across Australia. AFTO advocates for the rights of people with disability and supports their independence, including self-management of NDIS plans. Hello, I'm Cheryl Knight. I'm a disability activist, expert consultant, and sector professional with lived experience of multiple disabilities. This video is part of an AFTO project with Extra Foundation to provide financial literacy resources for NDIS participants. What you'll learn. We'll cover understanding your rights, using the NDIS pricing arrangements and price limits, comparing costs, and how to have effective conversations with providers. Your rights. When negotiating with providers, it's important to remember that you have rights as an NDIS participant. You have the right to fair pricing. You have the right to fair and reasonable prices for the services and supports you receive. Providers should not overcharge or apply hidden fees. You have the right to choice and control. Under the NDIS, you have the right to choose who provides your services and how those services are delivered. This includes negotiating prices that fit within your budget and plan. And you have the right to transparency. Providers are required to be transparent about their pricing. You should have access to clear and detailed information about costs before agreeing to any services. Using the NDIS pricing arrangements and price limits. The NDIS pricing arrangements and price limits is an essential tool when negotiating with providers. It sets the maximum prices that registered providers can charge for specific supports. NDIS price limits. The pricing arrangements and price limits outline the highest amount a provider can charge for each service. Familiarising yourself with these limits ensures that you don't pay more than necessary. Understanding the pricing arrangements. The pricing arrangements and price limits are updated regularly, so make sure you're using the latest version. It includes detailed information on the pricing of various supports, making it easier to know what's fair. Negotiating below the maximum price. While the pricing arrangements and price limits set the maximum, providers can offer services at lower prices. Don't hesitate to negotiate if you feel a service is overpriced. Comparing providers for the best price. Comparing different providers is key to finding the best value for your NDIS funding. Shop around. Don't settle for the first provider you find. Compare prices from multiple providers to see who offers the best deal for the services you need. Acknowledge NDIS pricing. Some services may be priced at the NDIS maximum limit, but others may offer discounts or packages that provide better value. Make sure to consider all options. Consider quality as well as cost. While finding a good price is important, it's equally important to ensure the provider offers high quality services that meet your needs. Sometimes paying a little bit more for better quality is worth it. How to negotiate effectively. When it comes time to negotiate, having a clear and confident approach is crucial. Be prepared. Before the conversation, know the NDIS price limits, the average market rate for the service, and what you are willing to pay. This preparation will help you negotiate effectively. Ask for discounts or packages. Don't be afraid to ask the provider if they offer any discounts, packages, or if they're willing to negotiate on price, especially if you're committing to regular, ongoing services. Emphasize long term relationships. Providers may be more willing to negotiate if they see the potential for a long term relationship. Highlight the benefits of a continued partnership. Stay calm and professional. Approach the negotiation calmly and professionally. Clearly state your needs, reference the NDIS pricing arrangements and price limits, and be open to finding a mutually beneficial agreement. Conclusion. To wrap up, negotiating with providers is a key skill in managing your NDIS plan effectively. Remember to use the NDIS pricing arrangements and price limits, compare different providers, and approach negotiations with confidence. If you need more information or if you're unsure about the negotiation process, additional resources are available on the AFTO website. The link will be in the video description. Thank you for watching and don't forget to check out the other videos in the series. Thank you.